Hi everybody, welcome back. Today we're doing the Mousegun Shootoff. Wanted to do a little comparison between different types of smaller carry firearms that you can use. So what I brought out today are the two that I've used, and one of which I am still currently using. The first one, this is my Manurhin PP. This is the Manurhin licensed copy of the Walther PP from post-war. I believe this particular one was made in 1952 or 54. I don't remember exactly off the top of my head. This one underwent a full restoration, well, I shouldn't call it a restoration. It did a full conservation and then some tasteful modification to it. For instance, the brown finish, two-tone brown. Full mechanical restoration, and just some general reliability change-up. This is also chambered in 32 ACP, which is about as small as I would be comfortable going with as far as carry firearms. What I have over here is my Smith & Wesson Model 360 PD. This is the scandium framed model, which I believe they called it the AirLite. And this is chambered for 38 Special 357. Very fun little gun. So, let's get to the comparisons. All right. First off, currently I've been carrying, since it's starting to get nicer out, the J-frame here has been my primary carry piece just over the past probably 3 or 4 months. Purchased this a little under a year ago. Absolutely adore it. However, my biggest gripe with it, it's only a 5-round firearm. It's a J-frame. Most people would say 5 rounds is not enough as your primary carry. And I would tend to agree with that. However, it is a 357 if you choose to load 357s in it. I'm not going to be running 357 through this today because I am poor and I would rather not waste my carry ammunition. So what I've got that will be running through this today is Fiocchi 38 Special wad cutters, which some people actually carry as their defense round. And as far as the Walther PP, or in this case the Manurhin PP, I used to carry this quite a bit as my summer light clothing gun. However, while I'm confident in its ability to cycle and function properly, I just find I don't shoot it that well. I have a lot of trouble with it. I don't know if that's due to the sights or what, but I have just found that I can't really do with this what I can do with this. And the gun that's more useful to me is the one that puts rounds on target. So, while this is a fun gun and I consider it more of a presentation piece at this point, if I ever do get enough practice in, 32 ACP is getting more and more expensive and harder to find. If I ever get to that point, I might start carrying this again, who knows. At the moment I have this reserved for special occasions. So, let's move on to comparisons. The first thing we're going to do, I'm going to be using these targets, which are rather small. This is about a, let's see here, this is probably a 4-inch bullseye. Yeah, it looks like a 4-inch bullseye. We're going to do, first off, just an accuracy test. So let's get to that. Okay, so this is mostly bad shooting on my part. We're going to try this again. All right. So, what I can see we've got going on here is we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And because these are wad cutters, they make it especially difficult behind the target because they don't have enough velocity to really go through this backer here. However, that looks like that's about a 2-inch group at 7 yards. This one was a flyer on my part. I consider that pretty decent accuracy for what we've got. Let's see how it does with the 32. All right, let's try this out with the 32. Alright, so as we can see, the 32 is shooting very low. Let's try that again. Well, I tell you what, that's kind of annoying, and now you can see why I don't use this one as my carry piece very much. Let's give it one more shot. Alright, third attempt with the 32. There we go. That's what we're looking for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's more what I was expecting. So, with the 32, you can see these rounds are a slightly larger group than I had with the Smith & Wesson. And that'll largely be due to a difference in velocity between the rounds and a difference in my handhold. One of the things that is inherently detrimental to a blowback style action, like I have on this Walther, is the fact that the recoil cycle is very much influenced by the round itself. So you have less consistency depending on how quickly this slide uncouples and allows the round out. So that's the trade-off you get there. However, I will say the Walther is much more comfortable in the hand. That's one of the reasons why I purchased this. I really love the way that these fit. Which one can I reload more quickly? The answer to that varies. Depends on your carry rig, how you have your firearm positioned on your body, how the grip fits into your hand. All things that we need to compare. And last off, rapidity of fire. How quickly can I empty the firearm into a reasonable sized target? So let's take a look over here. So once again, the 38, I am shooting high, and that's all me, that's not the gun. However, it shoots high right where I want it to be. So you be the judge. All right, let's try it out with the 32. Not too shabby. All right. Let's see what full capacity on the Walther PP looks like. Thanks for tuning in. If this kind of content is something you like, please drop a like or subscribe below. You can also find me on Facebook at Distract Teach, and in the description below, you can find a link to a Google form for viewer questions. I'm hoping to start making Q&A videos in the near future once I have enough questions to actually make a video. Anything related to teaching firearms, gear reviews, exploration, cool things in general that are education related, I would be very happy to hear from you. So please go right ahead and click on that. Thanks for tuning in.